5 things that are common in Germany but don't exist in the United States. This is from Feli from Germany, so make sure you go check her out in the description. Before we do jump into this, around 80% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel, so if you guys don't mind hitting the subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, let's jump into this and see what we got, man.
I'm currently at home in Germany at my parents' place, and I noticed 5 interesting things that are totally common here, but not in the US. Hello, servus, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Feli. I've been living in Cincinnati, Ohio since 2016, but originally I'm from Munich, Germany, which is where I am right now. And even though Germany and the US are both Western developed countries that have a whole lot in common with each other, there's some significant differences in the way that people live their day-to-day lives, including everyday items that you'll find in pretty much every German household, but not in the US.
Yo, this is gonna be interesting, especially me being from like the UK. I can have my opinion of what we got compared to Germany and compared to America as well, so yeah.
Number 1 is an electric kettle.
Yeah,
in German,
we have electric kettles.
Wasserkocher, and it's a super standard kitchen item that you'll find in
Wasserkocher.
almost every German kitchen. Even in student dorms that don't have a full kitchen, most people have at least an electric kettle so that they can heat up some water without having to use a stove.
Yeah, I can't lie. It was this year that I found out that Americans, you guys boil water in the microwave, right? That just... Bro, in my head, that just sounds so messed up. I ain't gonna lie. It probably does the same job. Well, I know it does the same job because it boils the water. But like, isn't it just easier just to get the kettle, pull it under the tap, and then boom, like, job's done? Isn't that easier than putting in a bowl in the microwave? But then again, you know, I'm guessing you could buy kettles in America, right? So the option's there. You just don't want to, so fair enough.
This is my parents' kettle, but they literally come in all different shapes and sizes. And yes, of course you can get these in the US. They do sell them, but I literally never see these in American households. I think the only kitchens I've ever seen these in belong to people from my German bubble in the US. So fellow Germans, people who had been to Germany before, people who were studying.
Wait, let me know if you're American and you have a kettle or not.
German, etc. They're mostly used for making beverages such as tea. In the US, a lot of people make tea by heating up their water in the microwave, which was completely unheard of for me when I first moved there.
Bro, I don't know. Yo, I didn't even know you could do that. I didn't even know the water would boil. But hey, you learn something new every day, man.
Or some people just use a regular kettle on the stove, which just takes a lot longer than using an electric kettle. So I've always wondered why the US, of all places, the land of convenience, hasn't really adopted the electric kettle.
Yeah, no, I'm actually interested. Americans, let me know like the reasons why you don't want to get a kettle. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't have one and you got the option to buy one, it's not like they're expensive. They're really cheap, right? So like, what are the reasons? Do you just see like there's no point, or I'm actually interested because I genuinely can't imagine like for example, I've got iced coffee right now, right? But I've got to boil the water for the iced coffee to, you know, cook up the granules. I can't imagine not having a kettle, bro. Like yeah, I could put the water in a bowl in a microwave, but then like you've got to wash the bowl. Then again, it's water. Do you really have to wash the bowl? But it just, in my head, it seems like it's more effort.
Especially among students, I've always found this surprising. I've lived with a lot of roommates over the years, all college students. I think it was over 20 different roommates in 4 different places, and not a single one of them had an electric kettle, even though it would have come in super handy for a lot of them. Besides tea, another very common use for the kettle here is to make coffee, drip coffee. Which brings me right to item number 2. These things. In German, I think they're officially called Filterhalter.
What is that?
I'm not quite sure what you would call them in English. Amazon
Bro, is that a measuring jug?
calls them drip coffee filter cone, pour over coffee maker, or coffee dripper. But either way, this is how a lot of Germans, especially in single households, make their coffee in the morning.
What
you
is
boil
that?
your water in the kettle, place your coffee dripper on a mug, add a coffee filter, put on your coffee grounds, and then pour the boiling water over it and let it drip. Again, yes,
Bro, that has to be the longest way to make coffee I've ever seen in my life. What is the point of it? I'm so lost.
Place your coffee dripper on a mug, add a coffee filter, put on your coffee grounds.
Wait, is it so coffee grounds aren't in the mug? But you just let the hot boiled water just You just stir with the boiled water for ages. Like not ages, like 30 seconds. Done. What?
And then pour the boiling water over it and let it drip. Again, yes, I know that these exist in the US. Ben said they're kind of a hipster thing, but I just don't remember ever seeing these in someone's kitchen. I feel like most...
that seems like the longest way to ever make coffee. You may as well just get a coffee machine. Job sorted.
People either have a full-on coffee maker for drip coffee, so they put the coffee filter into the coffee maker instead of something like this, or they have a French press or a Keurig or something like that. But I haven't seen your typical German 1-cup drip coffee in the US.
Yeah, I can't lie. You ain't seeing that because that's the longest way, the most epic way to make coffee. Bro, if I seen that, I'm putting it in the bin, it's gone. Bro, I use instant granules just because I'm lazy. You know what? I do need to buy a coffee machine. Bro, I drink coffee every day. I don't know why I haven't bought a coffee machine. You know what? Next week, I'm going to buy a coffee machine. I'm going to do it. I don't know why I haven't. I'm just so lazy to the point where I can't even be bothered to buy a coffee. I'm going to buy one. I don't know why I haven't.
US. Okay, I promise we'll move out of the kitchen in a second, but there's one last kitchen item that you never see in the US, and it's this fancy looking thing here.
What is
soda stream? Germans.
What is that? What is that?
Love sparkling water. When you ask for water here, you'll often get sparkling water as the default. I think it's just because most Germans find it more refreshing than still water. And they also love to make Schorle with it, so spritzer. Whether that's juice spritzer, like Apfelschorle, where we mix apple juice with sparkling water, or even wine spritzer, Weinschorle, this is most definitely the #1 most popular beverage in Germany. That's why many Germans buy bottles on bottles of water at the store every week, but some also just make their sparkling water at home with a soda stream. You just fill up your bottle with tap water, put it in, and then press the button until it's sparkling. Until it farts. In the back.
Bro, what? See, I drink water, but my water's still. I don't like sparkling water. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you prefer sparkling water. Maybe that's just maybe this is just a German machine, bro. I've never seen anything like this in my life.
You have this cartridge that's filled with CO2, and that's what puts the carbonation in the water. So instead of buying all of this water at the store, all you gotta do is get a new cartridge every few months, which is why this is a pretty common item in German kitchens. Maybe not quite as common as the kettle, but you'll definitely come across it a lot. SodaStream even sells syrup so that you can make your own homemade soda with this. I've never tried that though, so if you have, let me know in the comments if that actually works. In the US, I think SodaStream is becoming a little more popular because we just saw it at the store the other day.
Wait. Americans, are you guys seeing whatever this is? SodaStream? Bro, I've never ever seen this in my whole entire life, bro. I've never seen this.
But since Americans aren't very big on sparkling water to begin with, there really isn't as big of a market for something like this. Okay, so now we're...
Yeah, that does make sense. Well, like, the UK, I don't know many people that like sparkling water. So, yeah, if you like sparkling water, then boom, there you go. You got the SodaStream.
Finally moving out of the kitchen and into the entryway or hallway, where in most German households you find this. A Schuhlöffel, as we call it.
And what is a Schuhlöffel?
Literally translated to shoe spoon, but in English, of course, you call this a shoe horn. So from what I know, in the US, these are more known as something that older people use or men that need to wear dress shoes every day. But in Germany, these are just your regular everyday item for the whole family.
What is it?
No, but really, I think we even used to have a kids one when we were little. And in a lot of families, I know that the kids were taught to use the shoe horn instead of...
What? Does it hold your shoe? A shoe hold? Like, rack? I'm so confused.
Of their fingers or whatever to put on their shoes for good manners. I will say I personally don't use a shoehorn, and I never really have except for when I was a child, but I also don't drink coffee and prefer still water over sparkling water, so I mean, am I even German? So I don't think every German uses this thing, but I would say that most households here at least have a shoehorn available at the entrance in case it's needed.
What is
even
it?
if it's just one of these short ones, but for pros, of course, they'll have these really long ones where you don't even have to bend down anymore. And for
Bro, what is it? What is a shoehorn? Bro, Does it hold your shoe? Or like, I'm kind of thinking, does it put on or take off your shoe? What? But that don't make sense. I'm baffled. I'm baffled. Did I miss the part where she said what it was? Because she was speaking about like why they have them, but like talking about having them and stuff, but
everyday item for the whole family. No, but really, I think we even used to have shoes or hallway, where in most German households you find, but in Germany, these are just your drink coffee and you at least have a shoehorn available.
No, I don't know.
In case it's needed.
I don't know. If you guys know what a shoehorn is, please comment down below. I'm so confused to what that is. Surely it's not something that takes off your shoe. What's the point? She said so you don't have to bend down. So you would get the hot shoehorn and like plop off your shoe. What? What? I'm so confused. I'm actually so confused, I ain't gonna lie.
Really long ones where you don't even have to bend down.
Yeah.
And for the last point, we moved down here to the basement to my dad's workbench because the last item that you'll find in every German household, but that most Americans have probably never even seen before, is this. A Zollstock or Meterstab. This is something you'll find in—
I actually really love the German language. It was like my favorite language learning in school. I like, das ist gut, das ist wunderbar. Bro, the German language, I love the words.
Is this. A Zollstock or
Zollstock.
Meterstab. This is something you'll find in every tool bag in Germany. My dad literally has—
It's a tool.
3, then he has a little guy. Like, these are all the ones that I just found in like a 15-minute search.
What are they,
even
rulers?
Is this? It's a measuring tool. In the US, people almost exclusively use measuring tapes, which do exist here as well, but they haven't fully replaced these things. In English, I think they're sometimes referred to as a yardstick, even though I think technically a yardstick is a stick that's 1 yard long that doesn't necessarily fold like this.
Yeah, I've never seen a, what was it? A Yoshisato-White? A Yoshisato-White? I've never seen one of them, ever.
On Amazon, they're sold as a folding wood ruler. And I would know because at hardware stores like Home Depot, you can't really find these in the US. So I ordered one on Amazon because I find these really practical, especially if you just want to measure the height of something really quick. You can just do it like this, or you want to measure something by yourself and you want to make sure that it's straight, sideways. You don't need a second person to hold it up for you.
True. I was gonna say the measuring tape seems way better than that because like you gotta fold it and stuff. The measuring tape is better in every aspect other than this part here. Have you ever tried measuring something sideways and you're by yourself? Oh, with a measuring tape, it's a nightmare. So this would actually be good. You just fold it out and then boom, it holds itself. That's the best reason for sideways measurements. That would be good for it.
There have been a few situations in the last couple of years where we had contractors over at our house in the US to give us a quote, and they didn't have their tape measure on them, so I would just hand them this, and they look at it so confused because these are so uncommon in the US.
Yeah,
There's some other things that we have here in Germany that simply don't exist in the US, or vice versa. Let me know in the comments below, and also let me know what other videos you want us to—
It was actually interesting checking out things that I've never seen before. A lot of them we don't have in the UK either. Really want to know what that shoe thing was. If you do know, please comment it down below. But yeah, great video. Make sure you go check out Feli from Germany. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. I'm live every single day on twitch.tv/LPWG if you guys want to check me out over there. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.